we have something fun. I have never used the brand of camera that is in this box. This is the first time. Okay. This is the OM3. You've probably seen it floating around on the internet. It's not a brand new camera by any means. Also, micro four thirds sensor. My plan is to do some street photography and a bunch of different like urban lifestyle stuff with this guy. First lens to test is the 12 to 45 f4. Look at this cute little lens, it's so puny. 12 to 100 f4 Pro. This goes to 100 mil, which on micro four thirds is 200. Absolutely bonk naish, dude. Oh, look at this little guy. 17 mil 1.8. Road trip time with the OM3. Let's do it. First, I gotta gas up my wife's hog really quick, and unfortunately, the weather is a bit poopy. But the OM3 is IP53 rated, which means it's weather sealed and can handle rain up to a 60-degree angle. All right, folks, we are going from one Honda to another because we're bringing out the big guns today. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the reason you subscribe to this channel.
Hello, Uncle Joe here. See ya.
I showed Uncle Joe the OM3 and he did a couple preliminary tests as usual.
Scratch test, scratch test.
As we drive, let's test some stabilization. This first clip is digital stabilization plus IBIS. This second clip is just IBIS, no digital on top. Still looks pretty dang smooth. And this last clip is with no stabilization at all. So you can see it's very good in this camera. You can feel it vibrate on your hand slightly.
Ooh, the sound is even crispy.
You guys hear this?
What?
Just doing some ridgeline street photography.
Ridge off.
Right now. Watch this.
Got him.
Got him. Before we do some street shooting, I want to test the internal grain settings for shooting JPEG photos. We have off, light grain, medium grain, and high grain. Also, we stopped by Robert's Camera and saw some old school Olympus cameras for some inspiration on this rainy shoot day. I don't know why, but I really like this one. Compact 35. It just looks cool. What's this little Lone Ranger doing over here? Who are you?
Reviewing yourself.
I am Kino Tika.
We are in, what is it called?
Fountain Square.
Fountain Square in Indy. This little switch right here is what controls your different color profiles. So
Okay.
you can do like art profiles, which are like pretty crazy looking. Turn it off, or you can do color and then black and white. I feel like it's a black and white kind
It's
of day.
kind of a black and white moody day.
There's 4 black and white profiles. I'm gonna do mono 4. I'm gonna do medium grain. With mechanical shutter, you do get 1/8,000th of a second shutter speed, which is great. So I can actually shoot at 1.8 on this lens, still get some depth of field on micro four thirds, and not have to switch over to electronic, because the mechanical just feels so good.
Yes, sir.
Let's check out this record shot for some quick indoor snaps.
What's it looking like inside in this moody lighting?
It's pretty good. I have like a more subtle filter on right now. And what's cool is you can customize the curve on the color profile and you can adjust the saturation of each individual hue. So it's pretty like strong yellows in here. So I could theoretically just go in and then desaturate or saturate with this wheel. The dial up here controls the highlights. The dial down here is the shadows. So you're essentially like color grading in camera, but you can shoot RAW and JPEG still. So you can get like a graded image and then still have your RAW as well. Man, I was struggling to get anything good here, but Joe had some good thoughts on the user experience of the OM3.
Oh my gosh, you're right with the vibrations.
Doesn't it feel nice?
Shutter. It's like haptic feedback.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Man, it's like you physically feel when you take a picture.
You can't fully understand a camera unless you feel it. Like when I was reviewing the S1R2 and just saying like something feels magical about it, I can't make you feel that. Like that's why I love renting cameras and trying them out, because just hearing a YouTuber talk about it doesn't do it justice.
I would say the most satisfying part is the physical dial to just go from art, color to black and white.
Yeah, you won't accidentally bump these and change the settings. They feel really
feels
solid.
so good. And I'll say this, I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh, the shutter.
This is really weird, but I only have a little bit of time left with Joe today before he goes back to work. And I was like, let's just find something on the way home, like even if it's an abandoned gas station. And then literally 2 minutes later,
Hey, can I have some gas?
there's just like a guy's hand. It's like, here you go.
Dude, this is crazy.
So yeah, there's no gas in my tank here, but I'm feeling pretty gassed up about these OM3 photos. And this is just the first city we're visiting today.
Oh, come on, focus. The focus peaking is like super good on
Really?
this. Yeah, it's very easy to see.
We finished up here, then Joe had to go home.
So I don't know if it's just the weather today being gloomy and rainy and cloudy, but I was not really feeling inspired in downtown Indy. So I'm actually gonna make about a 2-hour drive to Louisville, Kentucky. So we're doing a little solo trip, which should be fun. So my plan is to swap from the 35 to a different lens. This is the one I want to try now. This is the 12-100 f4. I'm gonna try to go up to this bridge here. So before I go up on the bridge, I want to do a quick test to see how much reach I can get with this zoom.
From standing right here, this is what 12 millimeters looks like. And from the exact same spot, this is what 100 millimeters looks like.
12-100 is crazy. It's 24-200. Cameras like this are why I don't limit myself to just talking about one brand or one sensor size or whatever, because each system has its own advantages and disadvantages. Like Micro Four Thirds, typically you get really good stabilization, very compact size, and still like higher resolutions. With full frame, you get really good low light, still today pretty compact honestly, but bigger lenses, so that kind of is a trade-off sometimes. But man, the fact that I can get this much reach on a tiny lens like this, I could see this being so amazing for family vacations or travel where you still want high quality. You can shoot really nice looking JPEGs if you want. I actually just made a little custom black and white profile in just a few seconds. Tuned my curve a little bit, added medium grain.
Now let's test some continuous autofocus in photo mode.
Check 1, 2.
Now how about video autofocus and stabilization with a telephoto lens? This is what handheld footage all the way zoomed in at 100 millimeters looks like on this camera. Now IBIS is turned on and right away everything is looking way more smooth. Plus the autofocus is locked onto this subject. And now this is IBIS plus digital. Insane that I can get handheld footage with a telephoto like this.
Also in video, there's multiple subject detect modes. You have off, faces, cars, planes, trains, birds, and animals. And the animals one is a little picture of a kitty, but I'm gonna use the cars one and see how well it does on this interstate.
Even in fast-paced filming scenarios like this, the autofocus did a pretty good job. It would get distracted here and there when something came in front of the subject, and the rolling shutter performance is pretty dang solid, as you can see from this little test here. Now I want to roll downtown Louisville for an evening of street photography with my 12-35 2.8 lens that I love. I know that people probably think of this camera mostly for photography, but it does do 4K 10-bit log footage up to 60 frames per second.
Okay, this is a vlog test with IBIS turned on and the internal mic with 0 wind noise reduction. I'm in a pretty dang noisy and windy environment. Now wind noise reduction is set to low, so this is the difference. Wind noise reduction is set to standard now. That is what the setting is. Now wind noise reduction is set to high.
And this is the only camera I've ever seen that has adjustable IBIS strength. So this is at the lowest strength setting for IBIS. This is default, so right in the middle, which is technically at 0. And then you can go a little bit stronger at +1 if you want to. Personally, I'm not going to be walking around all the time with IBIS. I would rather use it in a more controlled scenario, like this nice little pan shot that basically looks like a gimbal if you play your cards right.
We have one last little part of town called Frankfurt Avenue that I'm gonna photograph. I think I'm just gonna take the little 17 mil 1.8. This is a super tight knit, cute little avenue. On one battery still, by the way. Insane. Honestly, it's not always bad to be a micro, you know what I'm saying?
I had an absolute blast shooting in 2 different cities with the OM3, and I have an OM1 video that's gonna be challenging me very soon. So get subscribed for that. Text me when you get home so I know you're safe. Support on Patreon to get your name on my videos, and follow me on Instagram for short and dumb stuff like this. And remember that you are loved much more than you might even know, and I pray that God would bless you and your families. Okay, we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.